What's up everybody, Matt here with Deer and Donuts, and today I'm going to help you solve, in this quick video, an age-old problem. I've never talked to a hunter that does not experience this problem, and it's no different for me. Me and my buddies were out glassing for deer, and I find what I believe to be a state record buck, because in my mind, that's all I find. Now, once we throw the spotter on it, inevitably it ends up being either a doe or a small spike or something like that. But I have to be able to talk my buddies onto this deer from 1,000, 2,000 yards away, whatever it may be. So inevitably, it always ends up with just a party game of trying to describe where this deer is. You know, you end up saying, like, this deer's standing next to a tree. Well, no shit, it's in the woods. Well, this tree's got like a dead spot at the top, and there's a bush at the bottom that has a stripe like a tiger. And I'm not gonna lie, in my group, and I think with most hunters, it ends up with phallic shapes, like this deer is standing next to a shadow that looks like a, well, you guys can imagine. Well, I'm gonna teach you a trick today that's gonna save you a lot of time and a lot of guessing and a lot of playing that party game. So enter tripod manufacturers, and there's a reason these bad boys have like degrees in engineering and are arguably much smarter than me. It's because they think of things like this. Obviously, very few tripod heads made specifically for hunting, but most of them have this dial all the way around the bottom, goes 360 degrees. There are some that don't, I understand that, but the vast majority of decent tripod heads have that degree ring all the way around the bottom. So I'm gonna set this bad boy up real quick and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so you're behind your glass. I'm not gonna throw my actual glass up here because it obstructs the moneymaker, and let's be honest, that's what you guys are here for, to check out how good looking I am. It's not for the hunting advice. But I'm still gonna give you that hunting advice. So you're behind your glass, you see a deer, all right? We'll say it's 1,300 yards away, it's just in the middle of a cut, and you're trying to figure out how you're gonna talk your buddies into it. Well, easiest way, look left, look right, look up, look down, get your reference points on that deer. Make sure you can get back to it fairly easily. In my experience, once I find the deer, I'm usually pretty good about being able to get myself back on because I know exactly what I'm looking for. So from there, real important, you're gonna use this horizontal adjustment, all right? Loosen it. All this does is let my head spin, okay? I can't move my binoculars or anything up and down. All that happens is this bad boy spins, all right? So you guys will see, notch here, in this case just a paint on stripe. All right, you're gonna spin it to 0. See if we can get it on. And we're gonna lock her down, all right? From there, super easy. Whether it's a pan, whether it's a ball, whatever the case may be, you're gonna loosen up, you're gonna spin, try and get your binoculars fairly level, it makes it a lot easier. But you're gonna find a spot out there. That's gonna be your 0 point, we'll call it, all right? I usually pick something fairly easily, that noticeable, a big tree in a clearing, something like that. Something me and my buddies can find almost immediately. But we're gonna spin to that, 0 it, lock it down. Center that perfectly in your binoculars, okay? From there, all I'm gonna do, I'll use this for my up and down. It's a little bit easier on a pan head, I'm not gonna lie to you. But only use this portion for my up and down, all right? The ball is only going to be used for vertical adjustments. This is how I'm gonna do all my horizontal adjustments, all right? So I'm gonna spin to where that deer is, center it in my binoculars, and then all I'm gonna do is look. I'm gonna be able to tell my buddies, all right? It looks like it's, and we'll call that 51 degrees, all right? So from there, you got them where they're supposed to be, you just gotta call height. All right, you still got to do a little bit of talking in. You're going to have to do a little bit of a description, but it's going to take a lot of the guesswork out. I don't know how many times I thought I was on the right tree. I thought I was in the right area, and it turned out I was 400 yards off from where my buddy was talking about. So this gets you right in the spot, and then you just got to call. It's 2/3 of the way up the hill, standing next to a large rock to the left of it. All right, it makes it a lot easier to talk people onto deer, onto game, whatever the case may be. Now there's the potential you guys are a lot more disciplined than me. I end up messing it up. I end up using my ball to do a little bit of horizontal adjustment. But if you guys are able to, spin to your 0, lock that in from the beginning of the day. If you don't do any horizontal adjustments, you're zeroed the entire day and you just gotta look down and call out your degrees. Now, I will be the first to admit this is just kind of a method we created through trial and error. There is potentially a better way, I'm not gonna lie to you, but This way has been fairly effective for us, and to be honest, looking through the internet, I couldn't find a lot about another way that is more effective than this. But again, I'm Matt with Deer and Donuts. Hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope to see you again. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all the things YouTube makes us ask you to do. But until next time, goodbye.